How's it, everybody? Celtic Link here, and we're back for another Dokkan Battle video. We are 22 days out from Global Dokkan's 7-year anniversary, and in my last set of videos I did some talking about some pre-farming you can do to get yourself ready for said Dokkan Global Anniversary. However, I do realize that not everybody watching that video has been playing this game for a while. Some of you may be newer free-to-play players, and you may not have the units to take on said events. I did point out that for a lot of these events, like, where is it? This one here, the Gogeta event, you'll want to tackle the super level difficulty of the stage in order to make the most out of your stamina runs. However, that may not necessarily be possible with the units you currently have at your disposal, depending on when you started the game. So I'm here to tell you that have no fear. If you start your pre-farming now, you can have a decent free-to-play team that can take on this difficult stage and grind out the medals for you. And that team is, you may have already seen the clip, the LR Team Bardock free-to-play team. The current global celebration is actually a decent place to get started grinding out this team, because in this Dokkan celebration, the training and trial celebration here, we are receiving Easy A's for every member of the team, plus an additional unit to that LR. So in this video, we're going to talk about what you need to do to grind out this team and get them fully Extreme Z Awakened to take on the events to prepare yourself for the 7-year anniversary. So let's start with the first set of the first unit in the set of the Team Bardock. The first unit is this AGL Borgos from the Battle Smart Brawlers level. This level is available every Sunday to Monday from reset to the following reset, basically. So depending, you'll have to figure out where that is for your time zone. For my time zone, this is basically every day 2 p.m. to the next day 2 p.m. right? So Sunday 2 p.m. to Monday 2 p.m. is when this is available for me. Basically, the way these stages are set up, they're all the same. They just change character and change typing every day. So on Monday, you'll have a chance to grind out the Borgos. The Borgos can be recruited by defeating either him or a guaranteed recruit drop if you end up facing the Great 8 Borgos in the stage. You'll need to basically go through the stage and collect up orbs. The nice things about this free-to-play unit is that the orbs are provided for you. You don't need to invest any of your own potential orbs. They have their own special orbs that you can get out at basically any time. You just need to farm all of them out. It'll take some stamina, it'll take some time, but hey, it's free, right? So no need to worry about wasting orbs there. You will need to grind out basically 14 copies, actually 19 copies, right? Because what you're going to need to grind out of this Borgos is you'll need to grind out 10 for the super attack, 4 for his hidden potential system, and then you'll need to grind out 5 extra for his eventual Easy A, getting that 5 extra super attack, right? Okay, so that's Borgos. He is available Sunday to Monday. On Tuesday, where is it? Oh, no, where is he hiding? On Tuesday, the Tora becomes available. And same thing, make sure you grind out your 19 copies of him and take the time to grind out the path. So if you don't have these guys already, you should be spending your stamina getting the super attack and getting the orbs you need to fully awaken all of these guys, starting with Borgos and then Tora on Tuesday. So Monday to Tuesday, he is available to recruit. From Tuesday to Wednesday, it then flips over to Fasha here, Int, same thing, make sure you grind out 19 copies, grind out the hidden potential system, and then get her ready for the eventual Extreme Z Awakening event that you're going to be doing. On Wednesday to Thursday, where is he at? He's hiding from me. Here he is. You can grind out the STR Bardock. You'll want to grind out, just like the others, 19 of them. Remember that if you do at any point during the stages encounter the Great Ape, it is a guaranteed drop for the whatever character you're grinding out. And then finally on Thursday to Friday, you can recruit the Shugesh. Again, you will want to grind out 19 copies of this guy. Once you've done all your grinding, you've fully invested the hidden potential and gained the medals for clearing them. You'll get, basically, once you awaken each of these characters, you'll be given 5 medals for each of them. Those 5 medals can be used to Dokkan awaken each of them to the TUR status. Once they have been awakened to the TUR status, and you've completed all of the characters, you'll then be gifted, where is he? I have him here somewhere. Here he is. The grand opening Team Bardock. Once you've fully awakening and fully invested 100% orbs into all of the characters, you'll gain access to your first copy of this Team Bardock LR, who will basically act as the leader for the team. Okay? In order to get the other dupes of him, you will need to complete 50 times, basically any stage 50 times, and then you'll get the dupe to raise him up to 69%. Then you'll want to go to this stage here and awaken the Awaken Trial Towards New Horizon stage. This is available every day, and it gives you the Treasure Proof of Ordeal, which can give you skill orbs to attach to these guys to further enhance their hidden potential, either additionals, dodge, or crit, whatever it is you want for each of them. In level 1, you just complete this 30 times, and then they will give you access through a mission to the second copy of the LR Team Bardock, putting him at 79%. So I come back over here. And then for the copy to reach 90%, the third copy of him, you will need to complete all Extreme Z Awakening stages from the Extreme Z Awakening event that has been made available during this campaign, this current global campaign. Now, you will need to complete basically stages 2 through 6 in order to do that. Now, a couple things to note here. Number 1, we haven't gotten stage 6 yet. Stage 6 is likely going to drop whenever part 2 of this campaign drops. So for now, you should just be working on all of the units and Extreme Awakening the rest of them. Second thing to note, and more importantly, this stage actually doesn't unlock until you complete the stage to unlock this Great Ape Bardock right here. So if we come over here to my stages, where is it at? You will need to complete a Lone Warrior's Last Battle. You will basically need to complete all of the stages in this event to unlock the Extreme Z Area event. You do not have to grind out the Great Ape Bardock, although he does Extreme Z Awaken from the event and can be used to Extreme Z Awaken another card, but we'll get over that in another video. The main thing is just know that you do need to complete that mission, all stages, in order to first unlock this stage, in order to then Extreme Z Awaken all of these characters. Now, I know what you're thinking. Why should I go through all of that? That is a pretty daunting task on top of everything I have to do. Well, let's talk about what these guys do, because I think once you see what these guys do, you'll get an idea of why this is kind of worth your time. I definitely do think this is one of the better free-to-play teams at the moment. The Ginyu team is a close second, which we will talk about in another video, but I think just simply due to power creep, the Bardock team ends up on the higher side of things. So, starting with the Borgos, once you've gone through the process of Extreme Z Awakening, he becomes a low-class warrior. Key 3 HP attack and defense 77%, and AGL types key 3 HP attack and defense 50%, and on his super attack he will greatly raise attack and defense for 1 turn. So that's basically a double stack on attack and defense for 1 turn. Causes supreme damage to enemy, and he has a chance of stunning. His passive allows him to raise his attack and defense 150%. He gets an additional attack and defense 100% when facing only one enemy. He launches an additional super attack when facing 2 or more enemies, and he has a high chance of performing a critical hit as long as you have another Team Bardock category ally attacking in the same turn. So that's the Borgos. Pretty good. Basically, he stuns and he has guaranteed crits. That is an excellent combo, especially when we're talking about taking on Dokkan events where you can actually stun the enemy. Right, so this is super helpful. All right, let's flip over to the Fascia here. Fascia wants Extreme Z Awakening. Basically, all of their Easy A's leader skills are the same. It's all low-class warrior, plus they get the, whatever their typing is, sub-lead. She greatly raises her defense for 1 turn, so again, a double stack, but she's also lowering the attack and defense of the enemy at the same time. So you could almost consider that a triple stack, right? When you consider that you're also lowering their attack while raising your defense. Like the rest, she raises her own attack and defense 150%. She has a high chance of evading enemy super attack, and she changes key spheres to rainbow key spheres. Those rainbow key spheres are going to be important when we start talking about the LR here in a minute. When there is an ally who includes Bardock on the team, all allies, Key 3 and Team Bardock category allies get an extra 30% attack and defense after she evades attack. Now, the fact that she has a high chance of evading enemy attack does make her a good slot 1 unit for the Team Bardock. So basically, you get her to dodge that first attack in slot 1, and then she'll be buffing the rest of the team. So all in all, a good unit, especially if we're just simply talking a free-to-play team to take on these Dokkan events. The next character is the Total Invasion Tora. Again, once Extreme Z Awakened, he will raise attack and defense and cause damage to the enemy while greatly lowering their defense. So, he does not greatly raise, however, he raises infinitely. So he is an infinite stacker on his Extreme Z Awakening. He can raise attack and defense 150%. He gives all allies Key 3 and attack and defense 30%, and Team Bardock category allies get an extra 10% critical hit chance. He recovers 15% HP whenever your HP is 85% or less, if you have 3 or more low-class warrior category allies on the team. So if you're running a full Team Bardock to clear all these events, you'll be getting that chance to recover no matter what, because all of the Team Bardock is on low-class warriors. Next, we have Shugesh. After Extreme Z Awakening, he greatly raises, or not greatly raises, he raises defense, but greatly raises attack for 1 turn. So infinitely raising defense while greatly raising attack. He also causes supreme damage to the enemy. He has an additional attack and defense 50%, plus the 150% that he gets for the Team Bardock. They all have that. When there is another Team Bardock category ally attacking in the same turn, he performs a critical hit when the target enemy is stunned. So really with him, you want to be running him next to the Borgos, right? So kind of a tag team there, right? Borgos stuns, and then he hits them with the critical hit. He can stun the enemy as well, though, when the target enemy is sealed. So you could run him with, you could also run him next to Bardock, who seals, who we'll talk about in a second. He launches an additional attack that has a high chance of becoming a super attack when the target is in attack down or defense down status. So since basically he'll get some kind of buff depending on who you run him next. Every single Bardock member has some tech to him. So like we saw, the Tora does drop their defense. So if their defense down, right, you'll get this buff. Fascia, attack down. If she does the attack down, then you get the high chance of launching an additional attack. If he's next to Borgos or Bardock, he's got the critical hit chance, right? Or if he's next to Bardock and Bardock seals, he gets the stun chance. So it just depends on who he's attacking after, really. Okay, so, and then moving on to the final one, Battle Hardened Hero Bardock. After Extreme Z Awakening, he raises attack and defense for 1 turn, and he seals. So again, working off what I just talked about. He's attack and defense 150%, plus an additional attack and defense 20% per key sphere obtained, with a chance of performing a critical hit 7% per rainbow key sphere obtained. He reduces damage received by 10%, so basically up to 60% if you have a full, or I'm sorry, up to 50% with the full category of Team Bardock. So those are the Extreme Z Awakenings for all of the Team Bardock. You are going to want to do this. Number one, because in order to Extreme Z Awaken them, you need to recruit all of them. But you will need to Extreme Z Awaken all of, or at least awaken all of these guys in order to awaken another team that we will talk about in the next video, which is the Ginyu Force. You do need actually both teams in order to do this. So, once you've sort of unlocked everything, you'd get access to the LR, who I mentioned before. The LR is a good support for the team and acts as a pseudo-leader because they don't really have a leader. You could run a friend AGL Bardock as the leader, but or you could just simply run as pure Saiyan's leader. However you choose to do it. Okay, but just know that you will need a leader if you're going to try to take on these events. This Team Bardock raises attack for 1 turn and causes colossal damage to the enemy. On his Ultra Super attack, his 18 key, he causes mega colossal damage and raises all allies' attack by 30% for 1 turn. So remember how I said the Fascia changes int key spheres. That change to int key sphere, changes key spheres to rainbow. Those rainbow will make it easier for you to get this 18 keys, so you can get that support buff for all of your turns. He does give superclass allies attack defense 30% and additional attack, so up to 60% for Team Bardock allies. So his passive is very basic. He is just a simple support for the team while you run a secondary leader like the AGL Bardock or some type of pure Saiyans lead. So those are the units. You want to be building these units so that way you can take on this Extreme Z area, Extreme Z Awaken all of these Team Bardock members, so that way eventually you can take on the Dokkan events, so that way you are prepared for the 7-year anniversary. Nothing sucks more than rolling into one of these anniversaries, getting the new units, and then not being able to awaken any of them. So again, first team you want to work on is the Team Bardock. You will notice that you do need to have some of the Ginyu Force members awakened in order to take on the event. So in my next video, I will cover awakening the Ginyu Force members and everything you need to do to get them ready, because both of these teams will prove very useful to you once fully Extreme Z Awakened. So anyways, guys, that is my guide for leveling up and awakening and Extreme Z Awakening the Team Bardock. I hope this guide helped you sort of prepare a team for the 7-year anniversary. If it did, why don't you go ahead and hit that like button and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And in the comments down below, let me know which team you prefer, Team Bardock or Team Ginyu Force, especially after the addition of AGL Ginyu. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. And if nothing else, guys, thanks for watching, and aloha.